Welcome to the final part of the Big Ben Chime Alarm Style 4 clock rebuild project here, where I took the movement apart and cleaned it and ended up putting a different balance wheel and hairspring assembly in it. And we're now ready to put the dial and hands on. So I've got the movement here, and I'm going to set this in there so that it's going to sit flat. And what I'm going to do first is make sure that the hour hand is going to stay on there with the right amount of tension, because I don't want it to be loose. And do that by squashing this bushing down with a pair of pliers and trial fitting it. And you want it to be fairly snug, and that seems to be pretty tight. So first thing I'm going to do is put the alarm hand on. And what I'm going to do is put the alarm hand on at pointing at 12, and I'm going to turn it to the 6 o'clock position. I don't want to have to be turning this this forever, trying to get it. So I'm going to do a little bit of cheating here and put that about there so that when I do turn this to the 6 o'clock position, I don't have to turn this very far before it will trip. So I'm going to put that like that. Make sure my hands are fairly clean, but just in case, we will be using protection, of course. Now, it's not absolutely essential that it be perfectly at 12 o'clock, but pretty close to 12 o'clock, really. Okay. And check, make sure I didn't tweak or bend the hand or anything, getting it on there. And you can look at the shaft, at the arbor where it sticks out through the hand, and judge whether you have it on there enough. If it feels pretty tight, you know it's on there probably about right. You can press on it a little bit more. I like to use the butt end of a screwdriver because it's domed, so that it's pressing just on the middle of the hand. And in this case, I might need to set this directly on the table so that the table is bucking the staff from me pushing on it. But if you use something like this that's hemispherical, where it's going to press just on the middle, you won't bend the hand pushing it on. Okay. So at this point, we're going to rotate this to 6 o'clock. I'm going to try to look at it straight on to avoid the parallax error. Alright. Now I'm going to slowly rotate this until it clicks. Right there. This little tool is handy for driving the hour hand on, just by hand. Okay. And it's handy actually for driving the hour hand on a little too far, which I definitely did. Let's see if I can. Pick up on it just a little bit. Okay. And without touching the dial, adjust it to where it's pointing at the 6. Okay. Then we can install the minute hand. Okay. Now for the all-important test to see if the hands are parallel with each other and if they're going to rub with each other. And we're going to go around the dial and do this. Probably the most important is the hour hand and alarm hand. And as you can see, once again, I have them a little on the close side. I do not like that at all. And there's plenty of clearance there between the hour hand and the minute hand. So, once again, out comes the paper. Out comes the side cutting pliers to lever the hour hand up slightly. And of course I don't have everything out like I should. Okay. Nope. Needs to come back up some more. Take this around so that the hand drops back into position. And voila! We have nicely spaced hands. Check them at a couple other positions here. Nice. Okay, we're going to go back to 3 o'clock. And that looks pretty good. Remember, there's some lash in the gearing there. So I don't expect it to be right in the middle of the marker, but the width of the marker is pretty good alignment. Especially since it's already moved because the clock is running. Nice. That's pretty good alignment. You know, I'm probably being a little too anal for something just as simple as an alarm clock, but it really bothers me when I see the hour hand being way off on a clock. I once bought a Style 6 Chime alarm clock off of eBay that had been freshly serviced, according to the seller, and at 10 o'clock, the hour hand was reading more like almost 10:30. So not very happy I was. Definitely was not taking them up on their guarantee offer. There, it clicked right there. So, not too bad.